I'm trying to help you understand that they do have a problem with it. And because of that, they're starting to have a problem with me.
Yeah, I don't miss anyway, so we'll see how I make it. Give up. You're so arrogant. That's gotta be one of them. I'll come with you.
Up next, the Raptors taking on the Nets. For Toronto, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a great, clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Nets, Raptors. We'll be right back for the tip. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. And you look at Demon. He's gotten off to a blazing start and has settled into that number 2 spot in the rankings. A lot of season left for him to jump to number 1, though.
And really not surprised with the kind of talent he possesses to be ranked second already.
Well, what I've really liked about him in the early part of this season is how aggressive he's been. He's not hanging in the background like most rookies do. He's getting after it.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. And at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And for Brooklyn, Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Demon. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf in at the 4 spot. Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rivals. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
And give MP all the credit in the world. MP has delivered in rivalry games thus far. We know it's been a major emphasis for him. Win as many of these as he can. Tonight might be one of the tougher challenges they face. Could be a close one.
Here's MP. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Demon. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Well, Greg, hasn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries. And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Claxton. Screen on quickly. Pass to Porter. Takes the three. Cracks in the tray. Porter's got 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game...
And again for 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. To the paint, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He finished with 30 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Claxton. Outside, Porter. Over MP. Porter, no luck. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They're in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Here's the break. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Poole, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point.
Substitutions on the court.
So for Toronto right now, perimeter pairing Barrett and Ingram. Then there's Scotty Barnes. Then there's Washington. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the center position. Here's Devin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Outside, Porter. Back to man. Outside, Williams. From outside, off the mark. Raptors leading by 5. And here's Washington outside. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Let's go cross court to hear more about the season MP has put together.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
Yeah, I like that approach. A very good approach. Thanks. Pass to Porter. To the wing on the left. Nets passing it around. Williams against Ingram. Pulls up. Shot clock at 6. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And here's MP for connects again from distance.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. And it's Demon missing. Here's Toronto now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And here's MP for 3. Wolf grabs the miss. Nets trail by 12. On the wing, Porter. Garrett covering. Here's Demon. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Cameron Thomas comes in for Maine. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. Quickly comes in for Barrett. Count that one. Demon's got 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
You know, Doris, whenever Cam Thomas gets the ball, you expect him to shoot it.
You do, Kevin. There's certain guys in the league that always have the green light, and Cam Thomas, one of those guys. This guy legitimately, on a nightly basis, can put up huge scoring numbers.
Porter against Washington. Offside Thomas. Porter inside. He's covered by Washington. And that one's good by Porter.
Poised under pressure. Porter Jr. doesn't panic when the clock is against him.
And a wide open look for him. Good! Another from 3.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the 3. A rebound by the Nets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Sometimes it's about the talent disparity, and it would have taken a massive effort for them to even be competitive, and it was nothing close to that. This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Raptors lead by 7. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to the center court.
And you know, for that matchup with the Heat, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Toronto Raptors.
They're up because of the...
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
GA, you hear about 3-level scores, but is it just 3 levels?
A great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Then it's Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf at the power forwards position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Cameron Thomas.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
He doesn't get the second one. Nets trail by 11. And stolen by MP. Puts up a three. And again for three.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Nets passing it around. Porter, no luck.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
And here's MP for three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Wolf. Chalk up 2 there. Wolf got 6.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And such a value connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the rejection by Claxton. Pass to Demon. Back to Thomas. And it's Ingram with the rebound. And here's Toronto. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Scotty Barnes.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Checked in for the Raptors. Claxton against Pirtle. Claxton a screen on Barrett. Shot clock at 5. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
From deep Washington. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Wolf. Here's Demon. Outside Thomas. Shot on the wing. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A 3 from MP. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Over in the corner, Claxton. Here's Demon, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, what a pretty setup by Nick Claxton. This is a guy we're accustomed to seeing finish.
Toronto leading by 15. MP outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Wolf, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
From deep Washington, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Porter. Here's Demon. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Claxton.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Raptors. 18 points from 3-point range. And Thomas up top. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Claxton. Outside Thomas. Here's Wolf. Here's Demon. Here's Wolf. Covered by Barnes. Late in the clock. He gets it to fall.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
So for Toronto right now, the post pairing. Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. MP out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Raptors leading by 16. MP. Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Outside, Porter. Bounce pass, Claxton. Down low, here's Wolf, and he banks the layup in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
MP looking around. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Demon. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Rebound by the Raptors.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practice suit today. That's how good it was.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Demon. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
A win is a win is a win, but you guys looked a little out of sync tonight. There wasn't the usual flow. Can you talk about that?
Sure, I'm encouraged by nights like this. It's one thing to play well when everything is going smoothly. To come out and win when there's bumps in the road, though, when guys are...
Back to you, Kevin.
Good stuff, Dominic. Thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter.
Good game, MP.